Welcome, Bulldog fans, to Heaven on Earth, otherwise known as Omaha. 2019, Mississippi State begins their Omaha journey today. Well, they've already begun. They've been here a few days, Steve, but today, 6:30 against Vanderbilt. By the way, thank you, cameraman Steve. We pay very good rates, union rates, for serving as our camera over today as we shoot this video. So we expect professional quality. We're here with the left field lounge Lizards tent as they're set up. They've been going and blowing for a couple of days. Steve, now it's time for the Diamond Dogs to do it. Let's talk about the matchup with Auburn.
Well, number one, this is a matchup Mississippi State's awfully familiar with, but it's a little different. These teams are much different. Auburn's kind of found a sense of itself late, got some pitchers healthy. They're playing their best baseball this season. Mississippi State, best pitcher in the country, needs a small taking a hill tonight. Wanted the ball, we were told privately, not real happy with his performance against Auburn, even though he left with a 5-2 lead. Mississippi State drops that Friday night game, so a chance for a little bit of redemption for the Bulldogs.
Yes, and there's been the discussion, obviously, should Mississippi State go with Ethan Small or Peyton Plumlee for the matchup with Auburn. Small made it clear he wants to be the guy today, and Coach Chris Lemonis, he settled the question days ago, so there's no ifs, ands, or buts, that he's thinking big picture, that if you can get your guy to win the first game, then you have him ready to finish off and put you in the winner's bracket the next game and possibly championship series. Is it a gamble? Sure, because if things go wrong on today or on Tuesday's game, then you're trying to win your way. But he's thinking big picture. He wants to win this tournament, so he's going to throw his best guy today and roll the dice.
Absolutely, and I think that's absolutely the right thing to do. Just about everybody this weekend has done that. They've thrown what's considered their ace. Florida State gets a big win last night with Drew Parrish,
who we remember from last year.
Absolutely, Elijah McNamee's best friend in the world. But also, too, begin to look, okay, if you've got to battle back, you want your best guy to be able to throw the most times. You want to have the most appearances for your best arms. And that also kind of makes you wonder with Mississippi State, where does JT Ginn fit in all this? We know that he won't pitch today. We are told he is, for the most part, healthy and good to go and available this weekend. So we'll see how things progress and who would get the ball. We'll find out tonight in post-game who will get Mississippi State's pitcher responsibilities on Tuesday.
And keep in mind, this being a double elimination, but every other day, weather permitting, and there's a chance of thunderstorms the rest of this week. Today's great, but 5 straight days, weather could involve things. If you stay in the winner's bracket, you don't have to play every day, so you can hold JT Ginn for the weekend if you want to and come back and mix the match there. The trick is to stay in the winner's bracket. Now, Auburn is throwing a curve or a changeup or a fastball at State. They're going with Jack Owen. He did not play against Mississippi State in the regular season series with a shoulder problem. In fact, he did not pitch against State all of last year either. So this is a little different. Coach Butch Thompson, our good friend, he's really rolling the dice with that, not going with one of his better right-handers. He's a guy, now, we've looked at him, he's not big on endurance, partly because of the shoulder, but he's a guy that the pitch count is an issue, and this Bulldog team has proven very good at getting pitch counts up.
Well, and one of the things, too, Jack Owen was one of their big guys early in the year. He didn't make a trip to Starkville because he had a tendonitis issue and he was a midweek starter last year. And so he's a guy they feel pretty comfortable with, but, David, you're right. 50, 60, 70, 80 pitches max. He's the guy that gets you through the order maybe twice in a ball game, and so it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. But this is a ball game. Everybody's saying Mississippi State should win handily. I don't see it that way. I think Mississippi State wins the ball game, but I think this Auburn team will come out ready to play because they believe they're a team of destiny. They're playing for Bramlett, the color commentator guy for years and years there. They feel like they're on a bit of a mission. Much different than this mission Mississippi State's on. Mississippi State feels like they're finishing unfinished business from a year ago. So we'll see which one kind of weighs out today. Now come on in, Candyman. You're good. You're royalty, brother.
By the way, both teams will be starting a right-handed heavy order. Mississippi State, nothing unusual there, but that means also besides the 6 right-handers they expect to start, you will use your switch guys, Jake Mangum and Roddy Jordan will probably hit from the right side again. The wind, by the way, is still blowing out today. Yesterday we saw 1 home run hit. We saw Arkansas get a ground rule double that I didn't quite get out, ended up not missing that run, cost them dearly. The wind is supposed to shift a little bit more to left field, so you think it'd be a right-handed hitter's day. The question then, what do you do at DH? Because most of State's best DH choices, like Josh Hatcher, are left-handers.
Well, I think you go with Josh, especially if they're throwing a right-hander. I think you go with Josh Hatcher in that situation, and then they can mix and match as Auburn does. But Auburn primarily has, even in relief of Owen, have brought in right-handed relievers, and so I think by and large you'll see, State, go with left-handed DH, and then if there's an adjustment late, there's always Gunner's a guy you can bring in, and there's Brad Compton. There's always other options.
And plus, you love to have Jake Mangum sitting in the left batter's box because that's his strength side, and he'll be leading off today. By the way, he's number 5 in NCAA career hits. One more hit ties him for number 4, and he keeps climbing up that ladder. Ethan Small, he's only, I think, 6 strikeouts away from tying the season record set by Eric Dubose. So statistically, a lot to watch for. Cole Gordon has pitched in every NCAA tournament game so far, a save, a win, and they want to get his walk-up music played out there. I know he's an immigrant song. Us Zeppelin fans appreciate that. But they started playing the old Jonathan Holder music for him, God's Gonna Cut You Down, and wouldn't it be fun to listen to him run in from the bullpen. Mississippi State, by the way, will be in the third base dugout today. They are the home team as the higher seed, so keep an eye on that bullpen and start mixing and matching. But honestly, we want Ethan Small to get you 6 or 7 innings, then turn it over to those guys. If you do that, you feel awfully good about State's first-round game here at the College World Series.
And we'll be back a little bit later today to kind of wrap things up. But also, too, David, we would be remiss. Happy Father's Day to all you dog fathers out there raising your kids or somebody else. Is everybody doing the deal? And wish you guys the best of days, and hope the Bulldogs can come through and get you guys a win tonight.
And by the way, do you think Jake Mangum got a note from Ole Miss because he's been their daddy? And
David, behave, David.
Yeah, I'm
behave,
sorry.
David.
That's unbecoming of a Bulldog here at the College World Series. So, thank you, Tim. Good comment there. So, for our bunch here, Robbie Falk will be joining us in the press box shortly as well. And for our crew back in the start, we'll keep track of things. We'll have the live thread going. But first, we'll be following today's game, 1 o'clock, Vanderbilt and Louisville, scouting that. Of course, we know the Commodores fairly well. Get a chance to look at Dan McDonald. Chris Lamonis, of course, worked for Dan McDonald a long time, so kind of old home week for him in this bracket. It's almost an all-SEC day here at the College World Series at TD Ameritrade Park. Steve and I will be updating through the day. So if you're not here ready yet, if you're in the vicinity, come on, join it. There's a great party going on behind us, as you can see, a lot of free food. And just kind of wander it. And if you see any fans from schools that aren't here, which we've noticed in the past, just commiserate with them and to tell them better luck next time. Right now, all up for the Bulldogs. For Steve Robertson, David Murray from Lot D at TG Ameritrade Park in Omaha.